Well, maintaining a good credit score might not always be on your mind, but they say it's crucial when applying for loans and from banks and credit unions. But what is a good score and how does it affect you during that application process? Well, Andy Kemp from Members Credit Union here is to break down all the details. Hi, Andy. How you doing?
Great, Mark. Yeah.
All right. We hear it all the time. It's probably one of those things that even those of us that are not financially literate know we need to have, but we probably don't understand the concept. So what is our credit score?
Your credit score is it's a three-digit number, and
Okay.
it ranges somewhere between 300 and 850. 850 is the best score, 300 is a bad score. Most people fall in between the 650 to about 750 type range.
All right, so what goes into that credit score? How do we don't get to pick that number, obviously.
You don't get to pick that number. The credit score is really it's a snapshot of your credit history.
Okay.
And it's used by lenders to determine your credit worthiness. And it's not just lenders. Utilities will use it,
Okay.
insurance companies will use it, your cell phone company will use it. And what they're checking is to see if you've made your payments on time, if you are in collections anywhere, how much debt you actually have, and how much of that's secured and unsecured debt. If you have a lot of credit cards with very high balances, then it can impact your credit score.
And when we're talking about our credit history, how long of a credit history are we talking about here?
The credit history goes back 7 years.
Okay.
So there's a lot of data that goes in there. And so after 7 years, it does fall off,
Okay.
but there's a lot of history. The more recent is more important.
Okay.
But it does stay on there a long time. So if you forget something or don't pay something from years ago, we still see it.
All right. Luckily, the college spending is
Exactly,
gone from my past. So, all right. So we have this credit score that's based on our credit history. How does that affect me moving forward in terms of my ability to get a loan or the conditions of a loan?
Yeah. The credit score impacts quite often the rate that you're going to pay on your loan.
Okay.
So it can impact whether you get a loan, and then if you do get a loan, you may be paying a higher rate. And somebody with, say, a 550 score is going to pay significantly more on a monthly basis than somebody with an 800 score. So by continuing to pay and keep your score higher, you will be able to make sure that you have the best payment and can make the payments a lot easier.
So it's going to save you money if you have
Save
that
you a
higher
lot of
credit
money in the
score.
long run. Yes.
All right. So here's the $64,000 question. How do I make my score better?
How to make your score better.
Yeah.
One is to keep it there. The other one, if you need to get there, and it's an odd analogy, but it's a lot like losing weight. There's no good way to get it back up. It's a lifestyle change, and it's something you have to focus on and start making payments. As I said, it takes 7 years to roll off, so it takes a while to get things back in shape. But you stick to it, you keep your lifestyle in the right manner, and you keep it going, and then you'll be able to get your score where you want it to be.
And keeping it there once we get it there, is that something where we can turn to an expert to help us out with?
Absolutely, and that's what we highly recommend, and we work with a lot of members that way. Come on in and talk to us, and you can see where it's at. There are free credit reports. By law, we have to give you a credit report. It won't have your score, but you'll be able to see where you stand. You can pay for it on myfico.com. You can pay to actually see your score, and you can monitor where you're at. But if you come in and talk to a professional, we can talk to you and let you know where you stand.
As with so many things that we have talked about, it's one of those things where if we ignore it, it doesn't get any better. Right. It's kind of like saving for retirement or saving for college. It's probably one of those things, bite the bullet, find out what your three digits are, and move forward.
Move forward, that's right.
Andy, thanks so much.
Mark.
You can improve your score and chance of getting a better loan rate on that loan by paying your bills on time, like Andy said. Having that good credit score is a major component in getting the money to help secure a mortgage payment, car payment, and so much more. Kristen, back to you.